Welcome, beautiful, to the Creating Change podcast with Emma Bradford. Creating change to fall back in love with ourselves and life. Each episode, I'll be offering insightful stories, concepts, and practical takeaways to inspire your day, reconnecting to the authentic essence within. Are you ready, lovely, to embrace yourself even more and awaken to the magic life has to offer? Let's dive into today's episode. Hello and welcome to another episode of Creating Change with Emma Bradford. Thank you so much for being here. It's wonderful to have you listening to this episode. Out of all of the podcasts out there, thank you for choosing this one. And what a wonderful episode. Today we are starting this new year with a little insight into what the year can hold for us, what opportunities lie for us in terms of the energetic sacred science of numbers, in terms of numerology, looking a little deeper into what this year is inviting us to connect to, thanks to the numbers, thanks to the work that Pythagoras and many other wonderful beings and masters have discovered over the years, many, many, many years ago. And we have this wonderful information that we can use to really understand how things are transforming and also how to make the most of opportunities. So this year, 2023, now with numerology, we always reduce down the numbers to a single digit. We sum everything up until it reaches a single digit, unless it's an 11, 22, 33, what we call master numbers. Though when we're talking about the year, and the number of the year, we always reduce it down to a single digit. So 2023, 2 plus 2 plus 3, that equals 7. So this year, for the collective, on a global level, for everyone as a whole, there is this wonderful door opening up with the energy of 7. Now, this is not to mean that this is the only thing, like all the things that I'm going to talk about, this is the only way we can experience the year. Absolutely not, because we can absolutely create whatever year we want to experience in many different ways, and we can go about it in many different ways of experiencing that. Like each person will have their own personal experience of this year and different lessons and challenges and things to go through and wonderful experiences and gifts that will come up for each person as an individual. That's the thing. We have the global collective energy of the year, and we also have our personal number of the year as well. To identify your personal number, you need to add the day and the month of your date of birth to the number 7, and then reduce it down to a single digit. And each number means a different thing. If you want to know what each number means on a rough level, you can go back and listen to my other episode about the sacred science of numbers. Though for this episode, I just want to focus on the collective message, the number 7, so 2023, what the number 7 is inviting us to connect to this year. The number 7 is known as the number of the truth seeker. It's the number of truth, seeking the truth, finding the truth, and finding and learning all these new things. So this year is a wonderful year to really learn new topics, to dive deeper and research into different topics, especially metaphysical, spiritual topics, or anything to do with technology, science, anything like that. This is the year for studying. This is the year for learning. This is the year for seeking your truth, finding your truth. And it's also the year of introspection, the year of going inwards. It's the year of really tuning into ourselves and finding out, okay, what's my truth? Not what's being portrayed out there, but what's my truth? What's my personal truth? Again, this is just an invitation because we can create whatever year we want to experience. This is not to say that this is how every single person will experience it, though it's like a door is opening up. It will be a little easier to do the study and research this year, be a little easier to learn this year when we really dive into that. One of the biggest questions that we can ask ourselves this year, and what this year is really opening us up to, is what is the meaning of life for us personally? Like, what's your perspective on life? Like, what is life all about for you? And really seeking the deeper truths in that for you, not following what someone else says blindly, not following what an organization says, but finding your truth. What is life? What's the meaning of life? Really diving into the deeper depths of things, looking beyond the physical. Number 7 is all about looking beyond the physical and really connecting to the spiritual truths. If you don't have a spiritual practice, this is a wonderful year to start that if it resonates for you. And this can be in many different forms. It can simply be in the form of meditation or a mindfulness practice. That could even be a walking mindfulness practice, going for a walk and just recognizing the beauty that runs through everything, this life that runs through everything. This is what I talk about on creating change. Really noticing that life, that thread of life that runs through everything and every being, seeing beyond that rather than focusing only on the material side of life. Yes, we have this 3D physical world that we can see, smell, touch, and there's something so much more. There's life that animates each being. There's life that animates the trees and the plants. There's this greater living consciousness that runs through everything. And this is the year to open up to that, to recognize that, to really connect to that at a deeper level. Now, number 7 being the number of truth. This could also mean that this year there will be some truths that come out. New perspectives, new ideas, new ways of looking at things, new information coming out to the forefront for humanity as a whole to really connect to the spiritual side of life, to recognize that not everything is about the physical, and to really start recognizing what is life about, like what is life really about. This is going to be quite a potent year. Number 7 is a very, very potent number. Each number brings their own gifts, and number 7 is a wonderful year of going inwards. This year is the year of going inwards, and you're being invited to do that. This is not the year to avoid that. This is not the year to overlook that. This is not the year to think, oh, I'll just focus on my life and what I've always done and how I've always seen things. No, this is the time to wake up out of that, see the large perspective, and really look at what life really is. Like, what is the meaning of life? Of course, there are many answers to this, and no one really has the full truth on this. We just have little snippets. The most important thing is that you find your truth and that you take this wonderful opportunity to look within and recognize what is your truth, what is your spiritual truth, what do you want to learn about, what do you want to discover. This is the year for learning, discovering, and seeking the truth, and connecting to that greater truth, that essence of life that runs through everything. This is a wonderful year for diving into personal awareness. So whether you've been thinking about getting a coach, having some coaching sessions, or doing a training on a particular topic, or learning about something specific, or seeking some support in therapy or whatever modality that resonates for you, this is a wonderful year to do that. And above all, listen to your intuition. This is the year for connecting to your intuition and not to overlook that, not to override that with the logical mind. Listen to what that intuitive voice is saying. Listen to that intuitive guidance Sometimes that can be in the form of a slight, subtle sensation, something feeling expansive or something feeling a bit contracting. Listen to what your intuition is telling you. Now, as I said, everyone can experience this year differently because we also have our personal year number, as I mentioned earlier, and that changes things. So, for example, if someone has the personal year number 4, yet this is the global year of number 7, then that will be very different compared to someone who has the personal year of number 5 and this global year of number 7. So one person will be focused more on the home, on the structure, on the hard work, planting seeds for the future. And the other person will be really reevaluating and learning about their sense of freedom in life and where that comes from. If you want to explore more about this, I do one-on-one sessions diving into the sacred science of numbers. This is something that I absolutely love to offer alongside the coaching sessions. And I do a full birth chart based on your date of birth and also your full name. And we can go into everything in depth and really look at your personal number of the year, what this year is inviting you to connect to, any challenges, any strengths, weaknesses, karmic lessons, your heart desire, your path in life, all these different things we can uncover. And it's really, really fascinating. I absolutely love this. And especially looking at the connection between different people. So parent and child dynamic or partners, people in a relationship. There are so many things that we can uncover looking at numerology and understanding what these numbers can really bring, like what messages they bring. And as with everything, of course, take what resonates, leave the rest. Though I really do invite you to connect to this curiosity, this curious mindset. I wonder, what could you discover? I wonder what insights could unfold. I wonder how things could become a lot clearer just by noticing the numbers in your chart and really identifying the different lessons and challenges and how to navigate those. This year, 2023, also marks the launch of Creating Change. I'm so excited to bring this training again to you all. There's plenty more information on my website. I'll put the link in the show notes. So there's plenty more there. Creating Change, if you don't know already, is a wonderful training where we also do dive into the science of numbers, and we combine that with creative arts and dance and group coaching. This is a wonderful training to really fall back in love with yourself and life and connect to the magic of life, awaken to the magic of life in a really fun way. We have so much fun on this training. The last few groups, we had such a ball dancing around, painting, sharing, connecting. It was such a wonderful experience, and I'm so happy to have this again this year. So if that's something that you're interested in to learn more about, you can find out all the information on my website. This is especially useful for anyone who's been struggling with anxiety or low self-esteem, or really just feeling heavy and stuck and not knowing which direction to take. This is the way that we can really reconnect to ourselves in a fun way and uncover the direction and purpose in life with a little bit more clarity. So I'll leave that there. Thank you so much for listening. If you found this useful, please do share with a loved one. Share this podcast, and please do give a review as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. If you have any friends that would be interested in learning about what this year is all about and what opportunities are coming up for this year number 7, then please do share this episode. Every share is such a wonderful gift, so thank you so much. And I will connect with you again soon. Thank you so much for listening to this episode, beautiful. You're amazing. All resources and links can be found on my website, www.emmabradford.net. Link is in the show description. Do come and join my community and share your takeaways from this episode. I'd really love to hear. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. Until next time, I wonder, what magic will you experience in life today?